Thank you very much for this brief interview. I am Engineer Athanasius Mwaba, Managing Director for Kafubu Water and Sanitation Company. We are exhibiting here at the International Trade Fair, where, according to the theme of this year, the value addition for sustainable development really suits so well in as far as the innovations that are going on in this company are concerned. If we take the Kafulafuta Dam itself, apart from addition of more 1 million customers, that facility, the 125 million cubic meters capacity dam, will bring other recreations, tourism, fishing, and many jobs. Lodges will also be constructed along so that there will be a massive creation of jobs. Then, this other innovation on the same water, we are going to construct the floating solar system. It's a new technology. It is there in Europe. Europe has just done one big solar floating project. And in Africa, Tunisia has also just done one. Really, this part of the world, it is Kafubu Water which is going to do that. This is a massive project which involves the generation of 600 megawatts of power, and it is going to be 24-hour kind of production. Currently, I should say, we have reached the point where we are going to sign the MOU, ourselves, Kafubu Water, in collaboration with our Ministry of Water. The funders for the project have already been secured, and we are really moving forward. But what is it going to add in terms of sustainability? Jobs would be created, and we are also going to add value to the energy deficiency in the country, because this 600 megawatts will not only be for the mines or Kafubu Water, but it will even cross the borders. So basically, the theme really suits, because it's an innovation, is the thought which has never been applied in this country. Will be the pioneer in as far as this situation is concerned. People may raise the concern to say probably we'll cover the entire water surface with plates. No, we are only going to use a third of that. The 3/4, over 1,600, will be used for other activities. So we'll only take a very small portion, but it will be giving us that much of energy production. So really, it is something which we are very grateful for the support that government has given us to ensure that this project can reach this far.
Okalusa Joy is my name. I'm the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation. Our President, Kainde Ichilema, when he formed government last year, found it or deemed it fit to have water and sanitation as a standalone ministry. What does that mean? That simply means now the ministry is able to have its independent budget as compared to in the past years when we were under the Ministry of Water, mineral, under the Ministry of Mines and Water Development, and then we ended up going to the Ministry of Local Government. You discover that in such arrangement, the water sector would not receive as much monies as far as the budget is concerned. Now that we are an independent ministry, that means we have got 100% budget allocation to ourselves. What does it mean with that budget? That means now we have to go in full throttle to just implement the water and the sanitation project and the improvements. And that is looking at the Vision 2030, we have to give our Zambian people water and sanitation 100%. And then Kafubu Water and the Sanitation Company is one of our utility company out of the 11 utility companies we have in this country. Kafubu has the catchment area of Ndola, Masaiti and Rwansha. These are the areas in which we are licensed to provide water and the sanitation facilities. And then looking at the growth of these towns have really grown in number, such that the water and the sanitation infrastructure have lagged behind. And then for Kafubu, we have a project worth $500 million that is to put the dam which will boost the water source. And then we have gone on, and we thank God, together with this year's Tradefair theme, where we have to be innovative. Kafubu has gone a step further to just be innovative. Instead of using that dam for water abstraction, treatment and distribution, we have gone on to add up another innovation of generating energy through solar. So we are going to have the solar panels which will be floating on top of this dam, and then in turn it will start generating energy. We are aware that this water facility we have put there will need a lot of energy. So if we are to rely on ZESCO energy, we will discover that we will have challenges. As a result, this project which we have come in will start feeding in energy to this project, and then the surplus of this energy will be given to other consumers, for example, domestic, and then the mining and other industries which will need this energy.
My name is Engineer Paul Birima. I'm the Acting Planning and Development Director. Welcome to Kafubu Water Stand. Basically, I think for us, this year's theme is very, very handy, and really it speaks to what we are currently doing. So from the sanitation part, what we are basically doing is that we are basically looking at adding value, to sanitation. Apart from the normal wastewater collection, so our thinking basically is that we can promote, especially the biogas, collection, so that people can use it for cooking in their homes. You can actually use it when properly done. You can use it to drive a generator to produce power. Then also we are encouraging the use of sludge as manure. So that to us is an added value that we are putting on sanitation. Then of course we know that every time the wastewater is actually treated, it ends up into the rivers or stream. That's where we draw water from. So as a project, as a utility, we have embarked on the construction of a 125 million cubic meters of capacity of the dam, the Kafubu Dam. On this one, we know that the dam, of course, it comes with the various innovations and the value added. We are looking at empowering people through irrigation farming, fish farming, and of course it will also serve as river transport and many other things that basically promotes the value in terms of those people that are the locals. So what we are actually doing also in terms of innovation is that we'll be producing power, from the dam. We are using the flotation type, the solar that will be floating. We'll be able to produce 600 megawatts of power. So this project has actually moved. We have gotten most of the approvals. So what basically it entails is that the solar panels will be floating on the dam. This has a lot of advantages. One, the advantage is that the output is very, very high, because the temperature of water is actually maintained. So in terms of output of the solar, they are very, very good. The other thing also is that even if we had to do a similar project, sometimes it's very difficult for you to get 600 hectares of land. But we have land already on the surface of water that we can basically use. Because in the nutshell, what else are you going to use it for? So really for us, that is a value addition that we're actually putting on the existing dam. So of course it will give a lot of revenue. It will be able to stabilize in terms of financial position of the utility. Once we stabilize in terms of the financial position, we improve the service delivered to the people that we save in Ndola, Luanshya, Masaiti and Mpombo.